Welcome guys. So on the name of YouTube God, let's check whether a number is prime or not through coding obviously. I know you are waiting for the algorithm, but believe me guys, let's make it more interesting by discussing the prime numbers. Numbers that are unique and obviously unbound. But the well-known definition is numbers having the factor of 1 and the number itself. Let's take 10 as example. 10 having factor 1, 2, 5 and 10. So obviously it's a composite number. But in case of 13, if we take 13, it has factors only 1 and 13. So obviously it is a prime number. We know that from childhood. So for algorithmic approach, we will check if the given number is exactly divisible by any numbers in between 2 to 1 less than the number itself. If it's divisible, then it's composite number. It's obvious. This checking is done by finding the remainder in coding. We exclude 1 and the number itself, as of course every number, either it is prime or non-prime, having these two factors in common. Here is the algorithm and the flowchart you can see. Here I am focusing into these algorithms because by learning the syntaxes of control statements of different languages, you can learn these languages, different languages obviously, at a time. Here I will discuss Python and Fortran only. So first let's do this coding in Python language. As Python is very modern, everyone is doing Python everywhere. So we also doing this, and our school and colleges also started using Pythons. So there is no problem also for students. Let's take a number n equal to 29 and check whether it is prime or not. So in Python, the basic syntax of the for loop is like this. So for I, which is the running variable, in range function, which is the range function. And if you remember guys, that range function, if you put under the bracket, that is 2 comma n, then the range means then the value of I will run from 2 to n minus 1. Now I am writing the condition, that is if under the bracket m modulus I is equal to 0, then it will do this following condition. If n modulus I equal to 0 means the remainder is 0 and n is exactly divisible by I, so that it is not a prime number, so that I am writing non-prime. Now jump out to the if statement, or else it will print non-prime in a repeated manner. Else it will print the number is prime, as there is no remainder, means as there is no factor at that range. Now time to run, and here it is declaring that 29 is a prime number. It is well known to us. In case of Python program, one thing really matters, that is the concept of block. Block is nothing but a program segment. In case of C program, you learned that what is in between the two curly brackets, then it is a program segment. Here you can see that under the for loop, it will if statement is there, then print statement, then the break statement. But the else statement is out of the for loop, as there is no space in the at first of the else statement. And under the else statement, this is the print prime, means after checking, means from I in the range 2 to n minus 1, if it doesn't found any remainder, then it will come to the else statement. You have to very carefully understand this. Next, this is the I have marked it, this is the area which is under the if statement. Then I will break this statement and coming out of the loop. Now if I just move one step forward this else statement, then you will see what happened. Now here you can see that it will print that prime in a repeated manner. So it will do the same thing, means the else statement is now in the for loop. Now to make this program a user-friendly program, I should take a integer value from the user. So that's why I am using here the input function, that is the input, then first parenthesis, then under the first parenthesis I am quoting this statement. It will print in the output terminal. So you have to know this thing, that input function only takes data as a string. So if you want to give this Python a number, it will not understand through this input function. So that's why I am giving that int, means integer value, in the first of this input function. Now it will understand that whatever I am typing this number, it is Python understands it as a integer. So it can do this operation. Here I am giving the input through the text tab, so it is not showing that number, means it is only printing enter a positive number. Now you can make your program more efficient by taking this n divided by 2 plus 1. As I declared before, that if a number have a if a number has a factor less than n by 2, then it will has another factor greater than n by 2. So it is enough for checking that n by less than n by 2. Now here I am making this program another approach to make it more user friendly. So a user who doesn't know nothing about prime number, so he can one can give the input like 0 or 1, then our program will not work properly. So I am giving this if test statement, which is if n is greater than 1, then I have written those words before to check this number prime. So I am just breaking it, and I am writing that else statement which is under the block of if, which that if statement which is n greater than 1. Else means if n is less than 1, then it will print that it is that number is not a prime number. So in this way you can also, like I am giving a input 181 to see you how this working. So here 181 is a prime number. Now you can modify the program a more user friendly way, that is else if. This is the else if command, means else if n is 1 equal to 1. So as 1 is neither prime or composite, so it will write that n is neither a prime or nor a composite number. So here I have written, and if I run this program, then you can see the desired output. Like in this way you can make this program that actually the main thing, means main idea of the program remains same, but still you can make these programs more user friendly. Now let's go to Fortran, as we have this hot topic. Now things are different in Fortran. So I am declaring first n and I as integer value. I am taking the integer value only. Then I will print, means I am asking for a user to give a number which I have to check for whether it is prime or not. So here is enter positive integer, and then I will read the number and store the number in n. So now it's do loop, as there is no for loop in Fortran. So I equal to 2 to n by 2. N by 2 is enough because I clarify it before. So now I have writing this to if statement, means if modulus of n and I. Here the modulus operator is just mod, then first bracket n comma I is equal to 0, then I will print that the number, means that n is a composite number. And after this statement I have to stop this if loop, because if I get a remainder at I equal to 2, then why should I go for y equal to 3? So I am writing end if, then end do. I am completing the do statement. Here nothing means no concept of block is there. So just start statement do I equal to 2 to n by 2, and the end statement is end do. I am coming up do loop. Then I am printing that if I don't found any integer, means any remainder, then it will print that n, which is given number, is a prime number. So here I have completed the code, and I am now giving the input as 13. So 13 is a prime number. Okay, so now this next approach to make this more user friendly, as I have done before, that is if n equal greater than 1, then it will execute this, means under this do loop, then etc etc etc, and else it will, means there I have written in 2 stages, but here I can rewrite in 1 stage also. Else if n equal to 1, then it will print that 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number. Yeah, it's that's easy. You can do it very easily. Okay, now else it will print, means if user give this 0, -1, -2 negative values also, then it will print that this is not a prime number. And also I have written in the input statement that enter a positive integer, so you have to give the positive value only. Now here you can see the output for the different number I have entered, like 0 is not a prime number. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next video.